I'm Michael Diamond. This is Muscle Central. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Share, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and leave a comment. Okay, I'm going to respond to something that I heard said by two different people. They basically echo the same sentiment. One's supposed to be an exercise expert, and the other one has his IFBB Pro card, doesn't compete, but he is an IFBB Pro. And they pretty much saying the same thing. The exercise expert, when picking out exercises, you want to choose the exercises that you feel the most contraction in with a target muscle. Now, the IFBB Pro was used as an example in working the biceps. The only exercises that he does for his biceps are overhead cable curls, concentration curls, and spider curls, because he feels the hardest contraction on those exercises, so he doesn't do anything else. On the surface, that sounds right, but let's take a look at it. Let's talk about the bicep curls. Stand up straight. No weight in your hand. Curl your arms up. As make believe you're standing with a barbell. Curl your arms up and tense your biceps as hard as you can. Right? Get that feeling? Now slowly raise the elbows up while keeping the arms flexed. Bring your biceps closer and closer to your head. What happens when the closer you bring your bicep to your head, the harder the contraction gets. It's just the way it is. With the bicep, that's the muscle we're talking about at the moment. The bicep, the closer the bicep is to the head when you're curling, the harder the contraction's going to be. So that's all we're going to do. Those overhead cable curls, spider curls, concentration curls, you feel them the most because your bicep is closest to your head. So there's no need to do regular barbell curls or dumbbell curls, regular upright curls. No need to do incline dumbbell curls. Just because you don't feel the contraction, excuse me, as hard in the target muscle doesn't mean that the exercise is not serving a purpose, is not benefiting and aiding in the development of your bicep. Same thing with the triceps. Put your arms straight out in front of you and tense your triceps as hard as you can. Now slowly bring your arms down, lower and lower. Now your arms are straight down. You see as you lower your arms, that tension in your triceps is getting harder and harder. The contraction in your triceps is getting harder and harder. Now pull the arm behind the body. You're going to feel the contraction even more. The triceps, the further the arm is behind the body, the harder the contraction is going to be. The harder the contraction is going to be. So let's eliminate overhead tricep extensions, and why even do skull crushes or close grip bench press. The chest, when you if you do cable uh, flies, cable crossovers, or get on the pec that fly machine, you're going to get a harder contraction in the pec than you will doing your bench press, flat, incline. You're going to get you're going to get a harder contraction. So we're not going to do the presses, the bench presses, because we don't get as hard as contraction as we do in those other exercises. No, it doesn't make sense. We do those exercises for a reason. Just because certain exercises you might feel the contraction harder might feel the contraction more in the target muscle than other exercises, doesn't mean that those other exercises aren't aren't benefiting you by doing them. You should be doing them. Now, yes, not every exercise is for every person. Some people, simply because their body mechanics, their structure, they just don't feel the target muscle at all, or very little, when doing the exercise. That's a different story. When you do the incline dumbbell curls, you feel the contraction in the biceps, but you're not going to feel it as hard as you will if you're doing overhead bicep curls. But it doesn't mean you don't do the incline dumbbell curls. All right, that's going to be about it for this video. I hope you got something from it. If you enjoyed the content, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. This is Michael Diamond, and I'd like to thank you for watching Muscle Central.